all looking nice for you. Just as we're waiting, a reminder, even an announcement to some, for all of the judges, when you are done here, please take advantage of going over and signing the space station locker. Part of Hunch, we also have a manufacturing section, and we actually make space station lockers. We're one of the only programs over at NASA that's allowed to sign the lockers, sign any piece of hardware. And so please go and sign, and then your name gets to go up into space. So it's a really unique honor to be able to do that. So make sure that you go over right behind you. I'm pointing over that way to do that.
Everyone, thank you for having us today. We are the Cosmic Chefs. We are from Ypsilanti, Michigan, and we are here presenting you the spicy Cajun fettuccine with roasted veggies and chicken. I am Brooklyn Rupert. I am a second year at my culinary program. I'm going to allow my teammates to say what they liked and the aspect of this that they liked and that they provided. You guys.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Naya. I'm the first year in our culinary program. My favorite aspect of the dish and the thing that I was most in charge of was the protein. So the small pieces of seitan, you can taste them there, they're bacon flavored. And the chicken chunks with the seasoning, which has garlic powder, paprika, and cayenne.
Hello, my name is Isis. I'm also a first year here at RCTC. And some of the dishes that I specialized in was making the eggplant and the bell pepper. And how we really enhanced the flavor was to use cherry roasted smoking wood chips. And then we kind of used that, we kind of let it sit in there, and then after that, I was really fascinated by this cooking process. It taught me a lot of ways how to enhance the flavor of the dishes.
Hi, my name is Ellie Madigan. I am a second year RCTC. The element of the dish that I worked on the most was the pasta element. So we made the pasta ourselves, and we formulated it specifically for this competition. We used a combination of soybean flour and red flour. So the soybean flour kept it low in calories, and the red flour helped the pasta stay together. And then we used a couple different seasonings like paprika, turmeric, and black pepper to bring more flavor to this pasta, so it has a more interesting taste and overall adds to the dish.
And ultimately, our goal for this pasta dish was to make a dish that was actually delicious. I know in space, it's kind of a balance to make sure something is nutritional and actually delicious, and I think we hit it the nail right on the coffin with this dish, because personally to us, we came here with a dish that was absolutely delicious.
Okay, what kinds of questions do we have for this team?
Guys, you talked about each of you making kind of like a different element. My question is, how does team dynamics play into developing a dish like this? Is there a democracy? Is there one one person in charge of making the decision, and you all work together to deliver it. I'm curious for your thoughts.
So initially, we were split into pairs, and we came up with 2 different recipes. And the recipe that got chosen is the one we chose, like we moved forward with. So we all worked together on this dish, working on different elements. It definitely wasn't just one of us in charge. Although Brooklyn here, she did help lead the team because she was here last year, but it was all one big team effort for this dish.
Okay, any other questions?
It's pretty evident that based on the needing of volunteers to where we're at right now, I'm just curious to tell the audience whether some of you actually have culinary competition experience. Sure looks like it.
Yes, our entire class has had multiple culinary experiences prior to coming here. We actually are a chapter of Skills USA, which is a national organization that works to close the skills gap, and they are really heavy on culinary competitions. So yes, that, and also ACF. Our chapter also competes in ACF, and Pro Star as well. So yes.
Okay, other questions?
Two questions. The first one is your fettuccine you made at your way, your pasta. Do you think that's scalable for mass production? First question. Second one is how do you plan to save it for operation space flight?
So I had a conversation about this with someone else earlier, and I do feel like having a homemade pasta might be a little tricky to mass produce, but we did, we used a KitchenAid stand mixer to roll it out, so it wasn't rolled out with one of the manual crane pasta rollers, so that quickens up the process a little bit more, but I do recognize it might be a little hard to mass produce, but because we formulated the recipe specifically for this competition, specifically for space flight, it might do a little better at holding up to space, because we made this pasta with the astronauts in mind. We purposefully kept salt out, we kept the calories of it low, but we still tried to make it taste good. So I think I would like to say it balances out. To mass produce it, I'm not really sure what would have to be done, but since it's cut to the fettuccine shape, that will make it a little bit easier because that's a very simple pasta cut. But I think you could find some sort of machine that would do it, because how do the pasta companies make it? They've got some sort of big machine that rolls it out, so yeah. And to answer your second question, with sending it up into space, we did experiment with the return process. So combining all the ingredients together and having them heated up by themselves would be recommended, or what we would choose to do. But if there was an issue with doing that, and freeze-dry ingredients, we fire roasted and dry roasted a lot of our ingredients to try and enhance that flavor, so it didn't dissipate or not have that kick that you wanted it to have when you put it into it.
Good job. Thank you very much. Back that way. Okay. Good job, good job. All right. Our